Good morning, chickadoes and chickadees. This is your getting started for your semester exam. So, what you need to do first, if you haven't done so already, is go to your Google Drive and open up your three documents, meaning Monday's short story, The Stolen Party, Wednesday's poem, Domestic Work, 1937, and then Friday's article about competing with others. These are the three documents that you're going to need in order to complete today's exam. For based on when you're taking the exam, I have your attendance check for that day. So make sure that when you log in and pop into this folder, you are completing the attendance check just as a precaution, just as making sure. And then what we're doing for the first hour is again getting started, making sure that we have all our documents open and ready to available. If you never open them, then go back to Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays folder from last week and open them. They're going to force you to make a copy. That was for that last week, making annotations, understanding the text, interacting with the text. So if you never opened them, go back into last week's folder. The three documents are there. Then for the first hour, what I wanted y'all to work on was the graphic organizer, looking at how to pair together the short story, A Stolen Party or The Stolen Party, and then the poem Domestic Work 1937, and gathering some ideas of it so that when you go into today's test and you look at question 3, you're going to see how that question is asking for evidence from both pieces. And then question 4 is your rhetorical analysis essay over Friday's article. It was instructed, it was encouraged for you to do a précis for that article. So in hopes that you can see how all 4 sentences can build and contribute to your rhetorical analysis essay. If you forgot how to do the précis, that video and examples are back in the November 18th folder. It is the Wednesday before we left for Thanksgiving break. And then the videos about how to build that into an essay from your précis to intro, body to conclusion, that's found in last week, the folder, the week before last, and November 30th through December 4th folder. So if you need to go back and watch those videos, this is the time to do it. So again, for the rhetorical analysis essay, the précis, how to do a précis, is November 18th. And then how to build that précis into an essay from beginning to end is the week from November 30th to December 4th. So when you look back at those videos, go ahead and do that. But just to get started, make sure you do your attendance check. Make sure you have all 3 documents open, whether you opened them last week or this is the first time. And then the reading test is right here. For those of you who did your questions last week, questions 1 and 2, they're there. I'm going to grab them, I'm going to grade them and put the points in. So when you open today's test, you'll see a spot to write the answers for questions 1 and 2. You could do 1 or 3 things. 1, write it, because maybe you haven't even started, write it. But if you did, you could do 1, type I already did it, and just leave it blank because I'm going to have access to your document from last week. Or if you want to, go ahead and copy and paste your answer from last week into today's test and then submit it. So when I go and grade and I have my points, I just put it there and we're all good. So really, if you've been on par with everything, you have all 3 documents open because you've already interacted with them. You have questions 1 and 2 already completed, and you're working on the graphic organizer for the 3rd question today. And when you go into today's test, you're working on question 3, which talks about the poem and the short story. And then question 4, which is your rhetorical analysis essay for the article from Friday. And then you have a 2-hour time window, and then it has to be submitted by 11:59 that night, the day of your test. So first and third, your test is due on Monday by 11:59. If you are 5th period, you are tomorrow or on Tuesday, December 15th, and your test is 2 hours, but you have until 11:59 that night, Tuesday night, to turn it in. And if you are 2nd period, your test is on Thursday, December 17th. You have 2 hours to take it, but it has to be submitted by 11:59 that night. All right, so this is your getting started video. I'm going to post another video a little bit more in depth about the test in itself. I love you. Have a wonderful day. Make good choices. Jump on the Zoom call if you have any questions or shoot me an email. Love you guys.